What if I told you that no one could trigger you? Not because you've become indifferent, but because you've mastered the art of your own response. Imagine living a life where emotional chaos transforms into calm clarity, where the noise of the world no longer disturbs your inner peace. Meet Clara. Just a few months ago, she found herself overwhelmed. Every morning, as she stepped into the bustling office, she braced herself against the invisible blows of judgment and criticism, co-workers' sarcastic remarks, fleeting glances of disdain, unexpected demands from her boss. Each encounter felt like a small dagger, chipping away at her energy and spirit. But on one particularly challenging day, Clara stumbled upon an ancient text by Marcus Aurelius, a stoic philosopher and Roman emperor. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Clara paused and reflected on these words. If her power lay within her response, then perhaps it wasn't the chaos around her that was triggering her. Perhaps it was her own internal narrative that needed rewriting. As she navigated a day filled with provocations, Clara decided to practice the stoic principle of the dichotomy of control. She focused on what she could control, her thoughts, her reactions, her perspective, rather than the behavior of others. This shift was subtle yet profound. Instead of immediate irritation when a colleague interrupted her presentation, she took a deep breath. She reminded herself that it was her response that mattered most. With each breath, she grounded herself, reflecting on how her power lay in choosing her thoughts. As the days turned into weeks, Clara found herself less affected by external noise. Where frustration had once ruled her, there now bloomed a sense of tranquility. The sage wisdom of Seneca echoed in her mind, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." With each encounter that once might have sent her spiraling, she began to embrace the truth. The chaos of others did not dictate her emotional state. Instead, she discovered that waiting for an emotional wave to crash over her was like standing stable amidst a storm. A storm will pass, but the calm one brings after is worth practicing for. Then came an unexpected challenge, a performance review with her boss, who had a reputation for ruthless criticism. Clara felt the familiar twinge of anxiety, but this time she welcomed it. Instead of allowing it to consume her, she used it as fuel for reflection, reminding herself Epictetus' words, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In that moment, she anchored herself in the now, focused on what she could offer. She communicated clearly, her words no longer influenced by fear or anger, but grounded in a powerful sense of self-awareness. The review passed, and Clara felt light for the first time, liberated from the fear of others' perceptions. As she walked home that day, a profound realization washed over her. Mastering her emotional responses wasn't about numbing herself or avoiding emotions. It was about harnessing the power that lay within her, an emotional resilience that thrived amid pressure. She understood now that calm does not mean weakness. It is the strongest foundation upon which to build her life. So what if I asked you, what triggers you? Reflect on your own story. When faced with adversity, will you choose to respond with power, grounded in the stoic ideals of control and acceptance, or will you let the storms of external chaos dictate your emotional journey? Remember, the key to emotional mastery lies not in denying your feelings, but in ruling them. Let go of the reactions that drain your energy. Embrace the strength of measured responses. For once you truly understand this, you will no longer react. You will rule your mind.